Well, that run of 7 straight college complimentary winners certainly came to an end last night as I took it on the chin, taking the collar. First play was on SMU, didn't come close to covering against California. Hell, Mustangs were lucky to win the damn game. And then the other play was in the NIT on the Florida State-Louisiana Tech contest. And I told you I thought maybe Florida State was to play, but I thought it could go either way with Florida State laying 3 at home against Tech. Florida State wins by 3, right? So instead, I tell you to go ahead and play the under last night. Total in that contest was like 152. Naturally, the total falls on 153. So it's a loser. And it really was like a preview of things to come because my best bet last night was a game that started at 10 o'clock Eastern time, Fresno State at home, laying 7.5 against Old Dominion. And naturally, Fresno State only won by 7. So yesterday was not a barn-storming day for yours truly. But hey, 21-11 run with complimentary plays in college hoops. And I'll break down today's games for you with the big featured play. Although I'm going to take a look at a couple other games. The big featured play going to be on UCLA and Florida, which I think is one of the most intriguing matchups. And really the game that I am most interested and curious about watching tonight, even more so than my best bet, which is, well, I'll talk about that later. It's going to be on the San Diego State-Arizona contest. But listen, before I go any further, I'm listening on radio today. One of the few apps that I use on my cell phone is TuneIn Radio. I love it. I mean, there's a zillion different free apps for you to access radio stations, but I like TuneIn because it gives you the ability to narrow down, to dig down further. I like how that, you can hit a button and it populates automatically all the local stations, no matter where you're at if you're traveling. Or, you can go and, hey, I want to go to the continent, go to Europe, go to the United Kingdom, go to England, go to Liverpool. You can narrow it down and then suddenly it'll populate all the stations that are available in Liverpool, England, and the surrounding areas. That's cool. I use it a lot of times at night. I'm listening to ESPN radio. And the thing that drives me crazy, however, is that it seems like 99% of the time as it's buffering and before the station starts playing, I've got to listen to those damn commercials from Flo, from Progressive Insurance. Flo drives me crazy. Okay, listen, I can deal with the duck at Aflac. Okay, I can deal with that. But those Flo Progressive commercials drive me insane. Do I look like a patient person to you guys? No, I'm not. So, it just drives me crazy that I got to listen to these 30-second commercials. To me, personally, I don't know how the hell anybody would go and buy insurance from these companies, backed by ducks, backed by this pain-in-the-ass talking woman Flo. But then again, you look at some of the more traditional companies, State Farm and Allstate, and their weird TV and radio commercials. And hey, what's the purpose of advertising? It gets your attention. It gets people talking. It definitely gets the name in the memory bank. So it certainly achieved it. But here's the irony. So the other thing that drives me crazy in life is every time I walk out to the mailbox, it's like an exercise in terror because I know there might be like one important thing, 27 pieces of casino information from my wife. Trust me, at least 27 a day. And then there's like 54 pieces, double that amount of junk mail. Half of it's from charitable organizations. The amazing thing with charities, I love giving to charities, is that once you get on one charity's mailing list, it's like everybody else buys your list. And, it's worse than the sports service industry, I think, of the 800 service. Names just get swapped around. So, shred, because I don't give to any charity unless I go online and I look at Charity Navigator and see whether or not it's a legit charity in terms of the money that I'm giving. Is it earmarked for what I'm giving it for, or is it being the donation being taken up for salaries and expenses that have nothing to do with what the fundraising effort is all about? The other thing, though, I opened the mail today and there it is. Flo. She's haunting me. She's everywhere I go. I can't get away from this damn woman. So I thought to myself, that's it. I got to call. I got to get myself off the mailing list. So I called him, and Flo wasn't there. Now, I'm kind of pissed off because, if you watch the commercials, Flo's always there. I don't know where Flo was today, but when I called, Flo wasn't there. I asked for Flo. She didn't answer the phone. So I'm a little pissed off anyway. So I say, hey, look, do me a favor. Take me off the mailing list. And the guy says, well, geez. You're only the second person ever, true story, second person ever that I've had in 5 years that asked to be removed from the mailing list. And I'm going, is everybody in love with this woman? And you realize I'm giving them plenty of free publicity here, right? It must be something with Flo. Maybe I'm the only American male that is agitated by her voice, by her appearance, by those damn commercials. Maybe I do like the Aflac duck a little more than Flo. There's got to be a reason behind it. But the gentleman comes back after a couple minutes trying to find out how the hell do you get off the mailing list, and he tells me actually it's not their mailing list. You actually get these pieces of mail, this what I consider junk mail, because of the credit reporting agencies. You know, the big three, right? I don't have to go into it. And he gives me a number, and he says, that's your opt-out number. And I thought, hey, today's public service announcement, that's what I'm going to do for you. Guys, if you want to opt out and stop getting insurance company solicitations, if you want to stop getting those pre-qualified credit card applications in the mail, maybe you're into that. I always got to be careful, guys, because listen, believe me, in this day of identity theft, you make sure that if you get those pre-approved authorizations, you're not just throwing them in the trash, shred the damn things. But if you want to opt out, here's the number. And this is my public service announcement to you. 1-888-567-8688. And it's an automated system, guys. You can opt out for 5 years. You can opt out forever. You can opt back in if you're crazy. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Maybe you feel that you need to get junk mail to feel good every day. I don't know. 1-888-567-8688. That number again, ladies and gentlemen, 1-888-567-8688. Call now and we'll not only send you one, we're going to send you two. That's right, two. Oh, that's the wrong commercial. I'm sorry, wrong product. 1-888-567-8688. Don't say that I didn't try to help you out. That's the great thing about this company. A great thing when I took this business that at one time was really 900 number based. I took it online. God, it's been about 11 or 12 years now. Is that, we're 100% online business. You're never going to get a mailer from us because, well, we don't have any mailers. We don't have any addresses. We don't care about any of this crap. I mean, that's the bottom line. We don't have a telephone number you can call. It's an online business. You have a problem? That's why I've got 3 full-time guys working customer service during all the daytime hours that you're online looking for plays, and they always get back to you within 5 to 10 minutes max. Okay, let's talk about what's going on here in terms of the site. Congratulations going out to Gabriel DuPont yesterday, hitting his second biggest college basketball release of the season. It was an 80-dime play, which I chose as the half-price play of the day, and he cashed in with that selection. It was in the College Invitational Tournament, outright winner, VMI, an 8.5-point dog wins outright at Ohio, so congratulations to him. $10 bettors now up a little over $4,900 in college basketball this season. You might want to check out Gabe today because you can save $80 on his round of 16 total of the year. The Baylor-Wisconsin over-under, just as strong as the Gonzaga-Arizona over. You got as the $5 play of the day on Sunday. You get it for $80 off by using this coupon code DuPont80, DuPont80. Jeff Benton, I used him as another $5 play of the day yesterday, and props going out to him as he cashed in with his Eastern Conference total of the year. Bobcats and Nets going over, and you got it for $5. Today, a play just as strong. His regional semifinals total of the year, UCLA, Florida, over under. You can save $80 on that by using coupon code Benton80, Benton80. And remember, all these coupons and offers, etc., are on the homepage of the site. By the way, $10 bettors, thanks to a 28-18 college run, have won $6,900 following Jeff. And today, the half-price play of the day, I saw Scott Delaney had a 100-dime max wager release on Dayton and Stanford, which I think is the hardest game on today's card. You can get it by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Delaney on a 50, 29, and 1 run with 100-dime max wager releases. And once again, you can get it for the half-price play of the day today simply by using coupon code HALF. Now, I know I should have probably done this beforehand, but, it just dawned on me. I want to see who he has here tonight. Okay, let me just pass on something to you guys. The handicapper, the only handicapper here at the site, who was undefeated last weekend in Big Dance action was Matt Rivers. A perfect 4-0 sweep. They were all 400,000 star plays. His second highest rated play. In these 400,000 star plays, he's won 11 out of 12 the past 3 weeks. He has another one going tonight on Stanford and Dayton. And FYI, he is on the opposite side of Scott Delaney. The opposite side of Scott Delaney, who has the big 100-dime max wager plays, the half-price play of the day. So there you go. No need to buy both of them. And now you know who the other guy has. So obviously, if you're going to buy one of them, you buy Delaney because he's cheaper, because he's the half-price play. But if you want to read how Matt has an interesting way of how he writes up his analysis, I will say. So, hey, the option is yours. Remember, there's also a coupon code today. They'll save you $24 off a single purchase, and that coupon code is SAVE24. SAVE24. Okay, let's get to the complimentary plays here. First game, I want to take a look at the UCLA Florida contest. This, of course, being played in Memphis in the South Regional. Listen, UCLA had no problem taking care of business against Tulsa and Stephen F. Austin, but UCLA's real run started, of course, as you know, in the Pac-12 tournament. They dispatched Oregon in revenge. They dispatched Stanford in revenge. They took care of business against Arizona, all in revenge. Now, you got the number one team in the nation here, okay? A team that has won 28 straight games, Florida, okay? But I think this game comes down to a mismatch in terms of size. Size that Florida doesn't have and size that UCLA has an abundance of. And don't get me wrong, Florida's not a small team, okay? They got Young, who's like 6'9" along the front line. They've got a couple of 6'8" forwards up there too. But you got the twins, the Ware twins, right? Both 6'10" for UCLA along the front line. You got Tony Parker, who's 6'9". You got a backcourt that has, their top player and their leading scorer, Kyle Anderson, who's 6'9" at the point guard position. You got Jordan Adams, who's 6'5". You got a UCLA team that has a deeper bench than Florida. And you have a UCLA team that is just on such an incredible roll and playing with such confidence now. You do have a conflict in styles. You have a Florida team that really doesn't want to get into an up-tempo attack. You got a UCLA team that definitely wants to run the ball. I mean, they definitely want to have their foot down on the accelerator. I mean, listen, the bottom line is, the Gators are number 3 in the nation in terms of points allowed per game at 57.5. UCLA averages 81 points a game, Do you know Florida has held 26 of their 36 foes this season to under 61 points? Hell, they held Pittsburgh to 45 last weekend. So you have a conflict in styles. You had a line that had UCLA at 5 points last night. UCLA is still a 4.5-point dog. I got to tell you guys, I like the Bruins in this contest. I think it's a 2 or 3 point game either way. I really do think that UCLA has a chance to win this game outright. And I honestly do believe that. I like UCLA a lot in this game. That's going to be the first free selection. The other game is Wisconsin and Baylor. And to me, this is an interesting game here because you have to say to yourself, is Baylor for real? Baylor has had one hell of a run. This is a team that at one point in late January and most of February just stunk up the joint, losing like 8 out of 10 games. But now they're on a roll, okay? And you're coming in here, and you got a Wisconsin team that's a 3.5-point favorite. Now, Baylor has the size, okay, with Corey Jefferson, Isaiah Austin, the two big guys in the middle. Wisconsin has the better backcourt. Wisconsin, of course, a stingy defensive team, but this year the Badgers can put points on the board. Tough game. I just have a feeling Wisconsin is the choice here. A 3.5-point favorite in that game. And as I said, the Dayton-Stanford game, I think you can just flip a coin and go either direction. I'd like Stanford a little bit here because I think that, the bottom line is Stanford has played a more competitive schedule both in conference and out of conference this season than Dayton. I know Dayton comes here on a red-hot roll, but just remember, their last 3 losses all came against the St. Joe Hawks. And I would say Stanford is a little better than St. Joe. So, I would personally lean towards Stanford. But if I had to give you a official free pick tonight, that's going to be UCLA, followed by Wisconsin. Well, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again. And remember, that toll-free number is 1-888-567-8688, 1-888-567-8688. Do yourself a favor. Opt out, guys. Who the hell wants all this crap coming in your mail? Talk to you later, and we'll delve into Friday's card when it rolls around. Take it easy, guys.